Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm back to work. I took yesterday off for bereavement, and I got my blood drawn again. For the first time since March, since the big draw from UCLA where they took 21 vials. I don't have the numbers immediately to hand, except everything was basically the same. My creatinine was just like a tenth of a point low. My platelets have gotten lower. They're at 88 now. Normal starts at 143. They were at like 120 something last time. So the itch might be contributing a little to that because I have scabs and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I have to look into what I can do to get to help with the platelets, but I don't know if there's anything I can do. I don't know if they're stuck in my spleen all clogged up or what's going on. I'm sure I'll hear about it from the doctors, though, if it's an issue. But liver enzymes still elevated, but I feel like they're going down. Again, I can read the numbers later. I'm just getting it out there. But the most important part, of course, is the bilirubin, and then the MELD score. Last time my bilirubin was at 6.4, and it had gone down from 8 point something. The highest it's ever been has been 9, which is the second blood test I ever got where they found the celiac and the PBC. That was, my bilirubin was at 9. And now it's at 4.3. So we're getting to the point where the jaundice will be clearing up. It starts clearing up when you hit the 3s. So that is a comfort. The ursodiol is clearly working. The fact that I'm building muscle and able to see how much that muscle weighs. Also my red blood cells. I am only a tenth of a point away from normal. So again, I'm pretty much not anemic anymore, and I've been anemic at least since 2017, severely anemic. In 2018, my doctor was like, if you go down even like another tenth of a point, you're going to have to get an infusion. It was really bad. So blood protein's good. Everything else is good regarding the MELD score. Sodium, the same. Creatinine, same. Still, like I said, a tenth of a point low. I don't like that, but it's only a tenth of a point. INR still 1.1, still normal. Prothrombin time, little high, but that's not the number that figures into the MELD score. So, I mean, it does figure into the INR, but it's still normal. My blood still clots normally. It's the low end of normal, which means it takes my blood a little bit longer to clot than it would take someone like you, probably, if you don't have something wrong with you. Which is not good, but I have not experienced any major problems with that. Excuse me, sorry, I think it's allergies today. Anyway, so did a MELD 3.0 calculation last night, and my MELD score is now 15. And it turns out I was wrong. 17 is not the cutoff, it's 15. I don't know where I'd gotten that figure. I think the first day when I was at UCLA and I got all those results, the 21 vial one, I think I was also calculating it and freaking out and looking it up, and it just stuck in my head that 17 was the cutoff, but no, it's 15, which is fine. I believe that even if I do fall below 15, though, I'll still be kept on the list, because of course it can go back up at any time. PBC isn't going anywhere. It's not cured. It's just been slowed down, or if the damage is from the celiac and the celiac's getting dealt with, whatever the damage is, it seems to be, at least right now, not as bad as it was before. And that's pretty good. I've been under immense stress. And I was really afraid of this test. And there's two major reasons why. One, because it has been so long. And two, because this is basically a referendum on all the stuff that I've been doing. Like, if I've been doing it wrong, then my numbers are going to be bad. But if I've been doing something right, my numbers are going to be good. And they were good. So it's like, okay, all right, keep doing the things, even if they're not necessarily the definitive factor with all this. They're definitely not hurting me. The exercise, the sun, the eating, the focus on protein. And I'm taking my pills. I do sometimes miss a night dose. I'm not gonna lie. I miss a dose every so often, but for the most part, I take my pills as directed. So yeah. The point is to keep as healthy as possible for as long as possible. I keep reading that most people do not die of primary biliary cholangitis. They die with it. So I was reading a woman who's had it since I think the 80s or maybe early 90s, and she's like, of all the autoimmune diseases, all the uncurable diseases, PBC is probably one of the better ones to get, because it's so slow, and Ursodiol is pretty much a miracle. But I got to it late. I already had cirrhosis and portal hypertension, so I was very much afraid that it was too late, that there was too much damage, and that the Ursodiol and the Carvedilol wouldn't really do it. But at least for now, it still hasn't been a year, and a year is about where they're like, okay, now we're going to really test whether this medication is working. And it seems to be, though. I don't think, and the other thing, if I get taken off Ursodiol and put on the other one, the new one, though, I can't even begin to pronounce it. It starts with an O. There's no generic for that. It's very expensive. I can't afford that. So that was also a component to why I really needed the Ursodiol to work. So I got a few more years, I think, until there's generics on the new one. And, but for now, cheap, reliable Ursodiol's doing it. And I think I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.